So patients often come to me complaining of sunspots or melasma or discoloration of the face. And essentially what this is hyperpigmentation of the skin due to other reasons. It typically happens to people who are 30 years of age and up, most commonly in that age group. It can be related to pregnancy, it can be related to birth control pills, it can be related to estrogen, or it can be related to alcohol, which can increase your estrogen. The secret to hyperpigmentation at Helton Skin and Laser is essentially a triad. The first step of the triad is sunblock. The second step of the triad is hydroquinone. The third step of the triad is exfoliation. To go into a little bit more detail. Sunblock, basically you want to protect your skin from further sun exposure. Any light that sees your skin will cause it to hyperpigment. So we've formulated some very effective products for this. What I recommend most for sun exposure is this coat sunscreen, which is essentially a mineral-based sunblock that doesn't have any chemicals in it that can cause irritation, which will further have you hyperpigment. The second step of the triad is hydroquinone. Now, hydroquinone is the only product that's been scientifically proven to decrease pigment in the skin. We have a specially formulated hydroquinone that we make here at Helton Skin and Laser. These are the same ingredients that have been proven to work for over the last 50 years by dermatologists, but we mix it with a unique base that is more moisturizing for adult skin. Essentially what happens when you use hydroquinone is that it puts the pigment cells to sleep. So the pigment cells that are usually exposed to sunlight or trauma will dump their pigment out into the environment. What happens is the hydroquinone keeps the pigment within the cells. So a lot of people do these first two steps. They use sunblock and then they use some sort of hydroquinone or bleaching cream. And then nothing happens. Well, it's not that you need a stronger cream. You need to go to the next step, which is exfoliation. And the best product I found for that is the Clarisonic brush. The nice thing about the Clarisonic brush is it exfoliates but does not irritate. Most patients get a little too excited about the exfoliation stage and will cause trauma to their skin. And the difference between exfoliation and irritation is when you look at your skin when you're done, is it pink? If it's pink, you irritated it. And if it's pink, that means you're causing more pigment deposition, which isn't what we want. If you want to move up from the Clarisonic, then I recommend the next step to be microdermabrasion. You can do microdermabrasion once a month, and that's a further form of exfoliation. Given you do those two things for about 6 months and you're still not happy, then you can be ready for the third stage, which would be laser. And we have an excellent laser for this called IPL, which our laser nurse can speak to you about. And essentially what that does is that attacks any discoloration on your skin and normalizes all your skin tone. It's wonderful for red spots, brown spots, and pore size.